Hey guys, so here I am. This is my second time doing a cook weave. My first time doing a bob. So I was like, all my feelings were like all around. I was excited. I was nervous. So nervous so what I'm doing here is I had put her cap on. I did a protective shield and I'm drying it. And I probably dried it for about 10 minutes maybe. And I think like my anxiousness of being like super, super excited, I didn't check. I checked to make sure it was dry. However, there were certain areas that was not dry all the way. And so look at me, I was so excited. So what I ended up having to do when I started to cut it, okay, around the top where the part the leave out is, it started to roll up. I almost freaked. I was like, oh my goodness. But I went ahead and put another cap on it and redid the process. So next time I would just make sure that it's completely dry because no one wants to go through that all over again. All right. So she wanted to do a bob and she wasn't really sure if she wanted it straight or at an angle, or the length of it. So I was like, okay, well, let's just start gradual. So I went ahead and just cut it to kind of like frame her face a little. So I just did like a blunt 0 degree cut right here. I started in the middle and I always start in the middle and then go to the right and then I come back to the left to make sure that it's even. I don't know how I get gel on my shirt, y'all. So, bear with me there. Okay. Anyway, so I'm cutting around and I gave her a hand mirror. So she has a hand mirror so that she could see, where the cut is. And I'm just making sure that it's, basically it's pretty much even around and kind of see. I actually like that length a lot. Like, I like that a lot. But she wasn't sure if she wanted it to be higher or not. Because initially she was thinking about right above her ears. And with her face, shape of her face, I didn't think that would be it wouldn't box her in really well. So I was like, well, let's go a little lower than that. And then if you want it to go higher, then we can. So this is me going in again, cutting it. I was working, y'all. Check me out. Putting those skills to the test. And I've never cut a bob before either. And I know some people use the clippers. I see why. Because the hair is very thick. And so if you see how I go in and I cut, I have to go back through to cut underneath because the hair is very thick. So I definitely see and understand why people use the clippers for that precise cut. Plus, you just cut so much hair way faster. So it did take me a while, to cut it down. And we were just running our mouth. We had a good time talking, y'all. All right, so I went ahead and asked her about this length, and she absolutely liked it at this length right here. So the only thing I had to do now at this point was just kind of go in and just clean it up some more, make sure that it was even. I didn't have any strangly hairs hanging because like at the nape area, I do remember there were some strands kind of hanging down. So I just kind of went back through and just cut it just to make sure that it was even all the way through. I'm going to have to work on getting some more angles for you guys also so you can kind of see what I'm doing in the front, like my finger placement and everything. So I'll work on that for the next video. And this was actually her first time also getting a quick weave. And my first time doing a bob quick weave. So we she came in like, look, we in this together. I said, yes, we are. But when I tell you, God is good. It worked out really nice. Like, it was really nice. I absolutely loved it. She was so happy. Like, she was ready to go now. I'm like, no, hold on. Let me do a little bump for you, okay? And so, I went ahead and added some heat protector on there just to give it a nice little bump. There I am cutting little strays. So I did like a little bump on the end. It wasn't like very heavy. And there you go. Here is the end result. What do you guys think?